again, where say, now, more possible. Can you away so name and make this project from the pro? Where's the one? Why we are here? Can you not talk? Can you see any haka? Can you wear so? Near haka, strengthen or her? He had a call. Then the second local government can be Oka South because Kereb, just Paula and Alpha the towns that are represented here. To don't get around Oka South. Okay, because all the towns.
Okay. Number 1 town is Amobia. Oka, Ezinato, Isiago, Mbauku, Nibo, Nise, Opuno, and Umaulu.
Okay, how many towns are recognized?
9 towns.
9 towns recognized. Okay, 9 towns in the Oka South. Okay. How about the second question? How to Oka South? Now about the second segment for our panelists. Now, I say the segment 2, stewardship, transparency in project execution, and who is responsible. Ndioka South na Juju. Transparency, keeping an account of stewardship, who is responsible. Then, as soon as the objectives, now God define the role and responsibility of our elected officials. Then, government agencies, contractors, and citizens ensuring projects are properly executed. Discussion points about what stewardship means in governance. We expect our panelists to nail it down very shortly. What stewardship means in governance. The duty of elected officials to serve, not just to represent. Hiya, Kawalanya. You have questions in Oka South. The role of procurement laws and monitoring agencies ensuring project integrity. Case studies, success stories, failed projects, lessons learned, how community members can use Freedom of Information Act to demand transparency. Yeah, in the Oka North, I spend down. That's why you want more local government. Oka South, sorry, Oka South, because. So the Honorable Commissioner, who happens to be a guest in our meeting, but not just a guest, because he's a member of this very constituents assembly, because he's a provide and a leader of the community in Idemili South local government of Anambra State. So he has one or two in the government. Mr. Governor. So I have 1 or 2 appointments. And it was up to 4 commissioners and Adiaba. But on excuse run from one place to the other. But the we thank him. Ka obviously one shortly time. So Mr. Commissioner Donatus Owenji, the Honorable Commissioner for Tourism, Entertainment, and Culture.
The chairman of the occasion, I've not been briefed as to who is chairing, but Onon Chabrucha Chairman, the convener of this event, Mr. Chidi Kanu, distinguished friends, I can see the Deputy Chairman in Demede South, my local government. I can see my friend Sizobidi there too, very powerful guys. I can see Prof. I mean, I'm familiar with you people. I'm unknown when they match I'm here. Yeah, he was trying to explain me and then how I have to belong to this. Those who know me and know my background will know that I've been a comrade most part of my life. I'm an active person in the civil society. I was, and I'm still is. I was at the Nigeria Level Congress, Vice Chairman Anambra State. I was the first founding chairman of Radio Television Workers Nigeria, Ratau. I was Vice President Southeast South. I was Deputy National President. So labor in Anambra State. I can't talk about without mentioning my name, especially those days. In the man, I don't want to recall, but they follow up. I know when Anambra charge in labor, where we ensured that workers were given their rights and all of that. And then, having been a broadcaster for over 40 years now, a broadcaster, a media person, is part of civil society. Because in carefully, advice. So I'm mobilizing people to positive action. So, and now, maybe enough Governor Professor Charles Chumasoludo found me worthy to be appointed a commissioner in the government of Anambra State. And my ministry is Ministry of Culture, Entertainment and Tourism. So culture, on my vote. Man, I caught Aina Naziana. The West of Ambao will take over our state and Igbo nation. Naim Ifebu, Omenana. Amangebu, Ome Nelu. Amanje. Kandisi azowelen ban nefanafo nalozie umuibe ife lulufa onye ọbụla ma ife bụ culture anọ abụ na anyị bụ ndị anyị bụ ife onye Igbo ma na onye Igbo ka ọ bụ ezigbo omume eji mara anyị ọnya kpatara anyị jere ife a na-eme kịta nke a ọdụ nke ọzọ bụ ife gbasara culture anyị na-eme anyị na-akwadokwa ime mmụọ ife ya eme nke ọzọ dị n'ime bụ entertainment anyị na-enwe aṅụrị nke ọzọ bụzie tourism. Ife niile amanga ọfụma na ọ bụ na emeghere obodo emeghe nwee projects a na-alụ, and that takes us into the issue ejimaka ya nọrọ here, project delivery. So ịbịa na tourism major bụ roads enwere transport tourism. So he always goes on. Kiwe promote tourism. Tourism madera pubi je ebozo, mojo bodozo, je it could be international. Now we're talking about local tourism. Now local tourism means roads, tourism facilities at the local government levels and at the community levels. So if we have to do our roads and other infrastructure, health, education, you will know that government of Anambra State today has done or is doing over 700 kilometers of roads and has done over 400 kilometers of roads under 3 years. Under 3 years.
And the car will show me go, but I can't believe that I know about these roads. So,
Now, only of the labor about roads in Anambra State. Seeing that the environment of Anambra State also were now, even in health, what it means, the government also has brought in money for these roads, or for with the roads, or for contractor with the roads. So, if you bring out money to
to do roads. These roads are supposed to be taken over by the communities in terms of monitoring. That's why government says you should take ownership of government projects in your community. Now, you have contractor doing the roads. Somebody somewhere may have influenced that contractor. It can be at the state level. It can be at the national level. A legislator may represent at the national level, for instance, under projects and all of that, constituency projects, has taken this project on your behalf because what you provided in the budget. Now, open obodo ABC is provided for in that budget, maybe roads, rural roads or whatever, or health or whatever. And now, the project process, Saga. It moves from point A, which is budgeting, to if it was a release of money up here, make a contract up here. Then, you lose the deliver the project up here.
So, how have the people
monitored this thing? The project addition are finally not executed. Governor, I would say that if it's not written, it does not exist. So, which means let the go delay now. Because of that, all due processes should be followed down to Ndumye. Now, the third leg of it, take ownership of the project. Now, as cooperative societies, as civil society people, how much do you know if I ask a Kalolo from Abuja, for instance, down to your place? Have you followed it? Oh, we found about budget tracking in civil society action. Have you tracked the budget of the federal government? You have a senator, you have a House of Reps member, and all of that. Have you tracked the budget? Otherwise, we can worry. Oh, put in seasons, advertise about a product. So let me say, now, we can put a carton. Put you in a community, and I want we go what a man now scholarship and a Koreaka. A maze na millions or billions of naira. Each year, but they go along all. No, get you were million or totally. Mona Quaka. Quaka. Only I'm not giving them all you know, brothers in the annual. No, Papa. Praise the Lord. That's the point. Open agriculture or even those on health. Then we get one time at the Alora Hospital, and I said, everywhere. People do can praise the Lord. See the very near Melinda. Hello.
So these are issues. So what they find and they make them back. Community engagement.
That is why in government of Anambra, for instance, Governor Anambra State and the government of Anambra State came millions of aqua coconut palm seedlings down to Umunna level. Now, if a government in the ongoing boom, Nezena Etunis work Kaimando Uraka, Nando Uraka.
Now, let's say, this year, I haven't taken a walk of war. Indians is in here, must say the government of the solution government say, we will know one level. Yes, or taking ownership. See, the young one, BG, Bakanian. So, simply, this is what it's all about. Community engagement. So, if I want to commend you, and some of us who like Ifaneme, now support Ifaneme. Ifaneme is very important. If you don't follow up projects designed, approved, released, for you. Then somebody now went somewhere. In my community some time back, Ofonye bia repu bambam denma. Blue signboard where they see the renovation of this primary school block was
done courtesy of Honorable Onyewa, National Assembly. Now, tupu community na na-enwe anya erepụgo gbamgbam gidi. Mana anyị mara gbamgbam dị mma. Anyị jezi ebe a na-eme ọ bụ na obubago. These are things that are happening. So if any people only ego na Abuja, ego na eweta. So it is important that we do budget tracking. Okay? So imagine approve. Governor will always tell us execution. Governor Soludo will ask if greater projects, many projects will have failed. I know that. My special advisor project delivery, project monitoring and evaluation, PMO. It will project strategic execution and the course of project the solution government approval and it must be delivered. No matter what kalaka, no good idea. So these are the issues. So I can all is difficult, and don't know about the champions of this project delivery and budget tracking. See you best. Governor Soludo's government is ready to also show you people and don't have any controversy, even from opposition. Nobody is saying for that halal. Only has no halal. You can't go back India. You will pass over Casapa Key Lazo. Famana Odogu. Onya Banawaga Ganondo, Modondo, Molang,
Only to thank you.
The Honorable Commissioner for
Entertainment, Tourism and Culture, Anambra State, Donatus Soyenji. Thank you for being the guest speaker. Our time is really up. I believe we will just acknowledge that 7 local governments are here. They came out here previously. The towns are all here. So because of time, can you move? Because they have been identified. Beacon. I was just reliably informed by the person representing Professor Lillian Orobu, nice Obegeli, that he's here with an instruction equaling some of their projects, their amount, and everything. Oh yeah, Chobru. So send the good Madonia one of whatever.
Hey, so I'm representing the senior man, distinguished Senator Victor Memo, but Obama Banya project. Okay.
I conclude everything. So now, I get to the next speaker. None of this occasion now. God present our Senator. So the next speaker, can you already be presented? I know God was here.
Because of time, I've just had a chat with Onyene represents the distinguished Senator Victor. So we take him as the distinguished senator. Sure. So also, he has information to share with us on the project. Oh, he had dialogue so because I get take here this questions so the important before I to hear distinguished senator and the honorable member Gagwai. Can you go to questions that pertains to this project so that all how I can their clarifications because can I use microphone? Can you make also because other battle go can you do with an archer? Can I use mic?
Sorry, before I ask the question. Before I ask a question, let me use our security. Go. Where? Yeah. When I say, what I can, one, more than a toy go back one. I'm a Mokano. The problem we have actually is in us, the cooperative society. For instance, if you go to Oka South local government, you have more than 1,000 cooperative society registered, but less than 20 or 30 is active. And when I do we keep raising cooperative society, one cooperative society to be registered to be active. Yet we are not active. That means and as it happens in Oka South, so it does in Oka North on all the Anambra Central. So why do you register cooperative society without being active? And because we're not active, that's why we cannot track constitutive projects. That's why we cannot ask questions. What is happening? Who is doing what project? And that's the reason why we wait. During election, they will come and buy us up to go and do this. And I'll issue. So the fundamental reason for coming here today is what? How can cooperative society be active as active citizens? Every cooperative society owns a business unit that make profit. And now it may succeed here. If you are not working, if you don't have money, how can you take your child to hospital? How can you survive? How can you ask questions? At the end of the day, we allow ourselves to be used by those who have the money. If you have the money, you don't have initiative, it doesn't work.
And that's the fundamental thing that we are talking about today. I have very kubasa politics. But here they go on a cooperative society not on their feet. We can ask questions. And that's why we are here. So fundamentally, most of us register for cooperative society. I'm the reason why we are registering for cooperative society. You don't even know where to ask for help. If you are not conscious, you won't know what is doing you. Yet you are the engine of growth, the engine of development, the engine of progress of every society, every community. Keeping in mind, and scandal. So that's why we are here as a coalition of cooperative society, first and foremost. So, in the number, who professors of cooperative societies, Kuzicha and Mado, ma if a cooperative society go in case my chef will, because the petition is for emphasis. That will enable us now to know that the project happening in our neighborhood is a project that we supposed to take part in and be active. And that's one of the reasons why we're here. And this, my organ, happened on it, talking about it. I don't know whether I'm a wire. So, if we are not conscious, so we want to stand firm. If you are not surviving as a cooperative society, come and speak up. And speaking up means being part of the coalition, getting ready, getting prepared, so that we can now ask questions. If we don't do that, we become alamajiri to politicians, to senator, to House of Rep. How does it so? I don't hand me what I ask. Now you are here with it, so that they will now promise us on what to do. So by so doing, we give our power, we give ourselves to their use. They are our brothers and sisters. We're all working for progress, but we don't become active. They will dash you money. We have gone, cooperative societies have grown beyond the point of dashing money. That is the reason why we are here, to be active citizens, to be effective at cooperative society. And that is what I want to point out. So I wish that, yes, it has been interactive, but I wish some of the people who have something to say will quickly, in 5 minutes, say quickly, so I can use my kind. This is the first meeting. The first meeting I went. And the beginning, this is the beginning of all the meetings. We're going to meet again and again and again. The essence of meeting is to energize ourselves.
Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Professor Wong. Thank you. Professor Wong.
Yeah. Sorry, sir. So, yes, sir.
I don't know basically what I want. But the way I want to mention one of China. The truth of matter remains. In Nigeria, so many things I may abide with 60, but 40, which is very, very important and critical. Momadia did not abide on that. The problem in the cooperative societies where to ask people to also is all about leadership. And if leadership wake up today, your followers will wake up. And it is here at the better part of the leadership. They have woken up for her. That is why anyway. And some people can have a man they do like a about the truth of what I meant that the only go or have to go on the but we must change the scenario. Thank you. We must change the scenario. Cooperative people must be interaction. Thank you. I want to have interaction. I would say another way. Then back to Yato and your man, the Kumbosian cooperative, I asked why. I know it was a kind of cooperative, one was a cooperative, it's not cooperative. Oh, when I verified, the guy I had the water active, he never had enough interest in the market. Yes. And therefore, like I can because one day, cooperative will organize this town hall meeting, not when they organize the program.
but overall meeting in the cooperative Kanya and senatorial assembly. So because go anyway very hand the representative Kahabia. So I know just a question. Obo Hama Kayana joining the PDA with Senator Victor ably represented here by Barrister. So, distinguished Senator, you are welcome, sir. We are happy to have you in our midst. Yes. I'll be handing the mic over, and I'm praying for time. Hakawata line briefly about the projects and this our senatorial zone. Briefly, can you make ajuju, and then our panelists can assist us by dissecting the issue. So we can give you like 5 minutes so that you can make it okay, 10 minutes, 10 minutes. Okay. My one of the okay, why he's bringing out his this thing, he actually goes here. One of the projects for Hamela advertise Ngarakafu the road. Ordinary one of our member Iwere Ganyama Ije. Makani Kuonye fu nyaga check here. Ke solo na the distance. So one road ngara say picture na the road. Tiekwe on a platform. Look on Alexander Road, 22-kilometer road. I'm not more than a picture. Go see ever. So I will be asking about the road.
Because but I was the Obra meeting cooperative. Because can Mandy Sioche, Dalon. I get it to for gang, I got any rose. Because Nambido Onyen Afambo, Namdi, and I go, okay. Onyen Bali representative, distinguished Senator Victor May. Omaselia in Eba Tata, because no dear Namasia. Kokolani all ya sits on the power. But I do to case we fix meeting now. I think we only are possible to come. Oh, we tell ya na a consult ya we fix here because now the involved. You would have fixed a date guideline in a convenient affair in person. When I subsequently I get me now meeting, see make sure now in conjunction with Nyawan and the also Bokwandi National Assembly, so that they will be here live. Which is not why we convened here. All inclusive that you will still call another town hall meeting apart from this one in this March. That all the people on the National Assembly should be giving account of what they are doing there. That is why they are there. Well, let me just run down few of what I can say. Because first of all, just like we did before, Senate, House of Rep, maybe House of Assembly, their major work is to represent our interests at the national level or at the state level. The name was oversight functions, then zonal intervention projects. Mainly enwero security votes, just like a chief executive or a state governor. State governor will right you all, on will right children all, on will right to do all sorts of things. But on a security vote. But legislators don't have security votes. They solely depend on their salary. And these interventions which they get, it might interest us to know that now all these zonal intervention projects, they don't touch it, they don't even see it. The only thing is that they will attract it. That's what they do, and follow it up. Because at the end of the work, all how the contractor certificate now all our no lawyer.